Hi there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All Educational Videos channel. We are continuing with Scratch tutorials, and in this video we are going to learn how and when to use Scratch block, which is named Change Effect By. Okay, let's go to Scratch to see this in action. In last few videos we made cat turn green when it steps on the acid and say ouch, this is acid, run. Turns normal or orange when she is out of the acid or lava, and turns red when it steps on the lava, and says ouch, this is lava, run. Okay, so this works as intended. And for these effects we have used lux block, and we have used the set color effect and clear graphic effects, and I will drag set color effect just for a second and drag this new one, change color effect, side by side, and you can find them in indigo colored lux blocks, the second group of blocks from top, and they are close to the bottom, these new blocks. Okay, so what's the difference between these two blocks? In last video or two videos before, we have learned this set color effect, and now we are going to use change color effect. What's the difference? Because they look pretty much the same, and the text on them is pretty much the same. Well, this set color effect to some value or any kind of different effect, this block makes your sprite, or to be more precise, makes that effect on your sprite instant. So when you say set this color to 350, it will jump to that value instantly in a split of a second, and you use it for that kind of effect. So for example, if I'm going to use ghost effect instead of color, and 0 will be default value where there is no ghost effect, and 100 value would be completely disappear. 50 will be halfway to the ghost effect. Okay, so when you use this block, it will jump to that value instantly. It doesn't matter if you use it like we did here in forever, or if you use it out of the forever here before the forever block, it will jump to it instantly. And this new block, the other one which we are going to use today, which says change, so it's not set, it's change, that one is used to change your effect gradually. It will, if I click on it, it won't be visible that much in terms of how gradually it increases, but it's used combined with forever. Why? Because this block is used to in most of the cases to change some of the effects you can pick from this drop down menu gradually, and we are going to use it for example to change ghost effect, and so if for example I want that the cat on the screen disappears, and if I try to use it with the set ghost effect, so if I put this set ghost effect to if touching green color, let's see what will happen. Oh no, sorry, my bad. We have to put 100 as a value. And now what will happen? It will happen that the cat will disappear instantly, just like that. You saw that, like in a split of a second. let's do it again just to be clear. Yeah, so for example, you are now saying, okay, this is working, but it's not working like intended. I don't want this to jump instantly into some value. So let's detach it and let's try this change instead of set. But the problem here is what? That this forever block, as we told before, and you can see that this forever block has some small arrow which says, okay, when I'm finished I go back to the start. So when I read all of these blocks here, if say set change, else say clear, if say set, then go back to the top and read them again. If say set change, else say clear, if say set, and so on, go back to the top, and so on and so on. So I'm explaining you all of this so you can understand that you should use very small values here when you want to change some values gradually. For example, if I want that my cat disappears slowly, I will never be sure from the start what number to type here. Change ghost effect by, I would never know exactly what value to type here. You should find that but by trial and error, and you will have to experiment a little, but that's the way to do it for a few times, and then you will find out some values which works the best. And as I said before, because this forever block is and the scratch is working really fast, it will if you add some big value like 25 or 30, it will go to the 100 in how many steps. Let's see. For example, if I say change change ghost effect by 30, and my forever block do that once, then it goes again, and it's 30, and it says, okay, I will change it from 30 again by 30, and now it's 60, and it goes again fast, and it changes from 60 to 90. So in 3 steps you come from 0 to 90, 0, 30, 60, 90. So you in 3 steps you go from 0 to 90. That's almost 100, and the cat will disappear, because as we have seen before, 100 is to disappear completely, but all of that will happen in a split of a second, and we don't want that. It will be almost exactly as this set ghost effect, and we want that to change slowly. So instead of 25, let's type, instead of 25, let's type 2, for example, as a starting value, and start the game, and let's see how it works. Nice. So you've seen how it gradually disappeared. And if that is all, if this disappearing is again too fast for you, just we are going to lower the value again. But yeah, maybe it's too fast. Let's instead of 2, let's type 0.5. You can go lower than whole numbers. And 0.5 is working, but it's too slow. Let's type 0.75 maybe. Yeah, again too slow for my taste. Let's type 1 maybe. 2 was too fast, but let's see with the 1. Yeah, 1 is not bad. 1 was nice, and it disappears slowly. Nice. Okay, so this is working, and we have seen that this change color effect, or in our case we use ghost effect just to use something else than rather than color, but you can use anything you want: brightness, mosaic, pixelate, world, fisheye, whatever you want. It's usually used in combination with forever, and it's used with the small numbers, small values like 1, 2, 3 or 0.1, 2, 3, 5 and so on. So by using it that way, you will make something change gradually and slowly, and it will look nice on the stage. In our case, this effect which we have made just now, maybe it doesn't make much sense because we have seen that cat disappears when it's on the acid. That's cool, more or less. It can be like, okay, she disintegrated here on the acid, but because next command on the Scratch says, okay, when you're touching the green color, say this is acid, that's still on, set color to green, that was done, and change ghost effect by 1, that was also done until it reached 100. But after that it says, if you're not else, that means if you're not touching the green color, say nothing, and clear graphic effects. That clear graphic effects which we see here, that one, that block will make cat show up again. And now I have break something, I don't know what. Oh yeah, detached from forever, nice. Okay, what I wanted to say is that the cat will disappear when it's on the acid, which is cool and works like we wanted, but when you step out of the acid, the cat will show up instantly, and that will maybe confuse some of you, but that's because of this clear graphic effects, which works also on the set color and also on the change ghost effect. So it removes all the graphic effects, no matter how many you have them. In our case, we had 2 of them. The one was changing the color to the green, and the second one was the changing the ghost effect to by 1. And that's it. For now, I don't know if I will leave it this way and into the final version of our game, but the whole idea was in this video was to explain this change color effect by 1 block, which we have did. I hope well enough for you to understand. If not, please comment and type your questions and comments in comment section here below the video. That's it for now, and keep on learning and sharing the knowledge. Bye for now.